for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. And we're focusing on August. I have more information about this reading in the caption below, or should I say the description box. So I'm going to be focusing on 3 key areas of your life. I'm just checking the audio. That's not too bad. So I have definitions for those 3 key areas as well down below. I think that's it. Let's go ahead and open your reading. You're my last sign of the day. Mercury has been affecting me all day, so I'm going to do my best to pull through for you and be able to give you the right, clear, honest messages. And to do that, we are going to tune in to your energy, focus on my voice, think about the month ahead, think about questions you might have or answers that you are actively seeking about August, and let's get into it. Spirit, please tune me into Cancer's energy. Please help me offer Cancer the most clear, honest messages for their reading. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's start by pulling a card which will tell us what your main theme for the month ahead is. Spirit, what can Cancer expect in the month of August? I hope you enjoyed your birthday if you are a Cancer sun. I hope July was kind to you. Let's see what August is bringing. Spirit, what can Cancer expect in the month of August? Okay, so the 11th house, some surprises. Interesting. Let's pull you in and we're going to look at the back. We have the 3rd house at the back of the deck, so lots of air energy. It's not the worst energy for you, but it is a little bit unusual. So what I will say is, with the 3rd house at the back of the deck, you guys may be more social than what you were in July. You may want to have a certain amount of people around you, a certain type of people around you. Communication is very important in August as well. You want to make sure that whoever you're interacting with, you're thinking about the repercussions, you're thinking about the future, you're thinking about how this communication is going to meaningfully create the future that you want with them, without them, for you. Ultimately, it is about you with the 11th house, but you are thinking through what you can say and how you can use your words and the people that you know in order to cultivate the future that you want for yourself. So some surprises with this 11th house energy. It does feel like this 11th house energy is trying to maybe prepare you for something that would have been a little bit too big or weird or out of the box had it happened sooner. It's only happening now because it's the right time. You're more mature and your headspace is in the right place. You have the right mindset to make this happen. And that's why the seeds seem to be planted in August. These ideas are starting to take shape, and it's shaping a dynamic future in an unexpected way because of who you are today. So pretty big picture stuff, really. Let's shuffle some more cards from the Arcana of Astrology deck, and we're going to have a look now at those 3 key areas of your life, starting with your love life. Spirit, what can Cancer expect in their love life in the month of August? What can Cancer expect in their love life in the month of August? Okay, we have Jupiter. And what can they expect in their finances? Okay, we have waxing crescent moon. What can they expect in their lifestyle? We have Lilith reversed. Yeah, I love that. Why feel shame and guilt for being who you are? Embracing your nature, enjoying yourself. I like that in your lifestyle. It feels very natural too. With that being said, the bottom deck energy is the 2nd house reverse. So August has an interesting effect on your short-term goals. It makes you want to quickly go into some sort of flexibility where you're not too attached to your day-to-day routine. It's like you're adjusting things and preparing for bigger, better chapters. And so there's a lot of abnormal days here where your Monday looks very different to your Tuesday. Some very last minute sort of plans, restructuring things to fit that in, and being busier on this day, having a slow day on that day, procrastinating here, rescheduling there. You know, like this month it feels like the short term isn't too much of a concern, as long as eventually it leads towards these bigger picture aspirations and goals that you have for your future. So the second house does indicate that overall your sense of value when it comes to your routine, your habits, even the way that you're spending money is not too important unless it's going to connect the dots to what's happening here. So I kind of just want to get into it. Let me pull this back. I want to start with your love life, and let's start looking at how we can tie all of this together. We'll put your second house card there, and let's pull some additional tarot cards now. Spirit, when it comes to love, what can Cancer expect in love? What can Cancer expect in love, Spirit? Okay. Whoops. Spirit, what can Cancer expect in love? Wow, okay. Bit too quick. We have the 10 of Blades. No, you don't. How do we have the 10 of Blades next to Jupiter? What can Cancer expect in love, Spirit? We have Death reversed. Okay, so I'm starting to see something coming together here. What else can Cancer expect in love, please, Spirit? Okay, do I have room over here? Yeah. Matriarch of Pipes. At the back of the deck is the Weaver. Interesting. So, gosh, what is going on? And see, there's a lot of stuff just popping up for you in August. A sudden change of plans, a surprise visitor, an unexpected aspiration. Like, just a lot of things are just up in the air. And it's not the worst thing, but it also feels like it's affecting your love life because, so this is the Temperance card usually. With it reversed, it's affecting your love life in a way that is leading towards some frustration and also hastiness. You feel like you have to do things, otherwise you're going to miss out. You feel like you are losing opportunities or chances, and so you're trying to really grasp at what you do have. Energy fluctuates. 1 minute this is important, next minute that feels more important, and the desire behind it feels very, again, just like it's unpredictable. There's an element of your love life that just feels like it's all over the place. Not a lot of patience, not a lot of consistency, just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, trying to make it work. So if you're in a relationship, it could feel like your connection is just very up in the air. Things aren't quite as grounded as you would usually like them to be, but that's because life right now is a little bit up in the air. If you're single, it feels like you're trying to make the most out of the opportunities that you have, but you're also approaching it in a very direct way. Your cardinal energy is all guns blazing, to the point where Jupiter is here to say you will have opportunities in love. We will be giving you blessings in love. Jupiter's trying to give you, good fortune, show up, right place, right time, a chance to experience new things and have an unexpected, passionate experience in your love life that feels really warming as well, because you're a Cancer. So this Jupiter energy is also something that feels quite gratifying when it happens. It's not just a beautiful blessing, it's a, oh wow, that's lovely. But in order for it to happen, it feels like you're afraid of losing first. You start this month feeling like something has to end. I can't keep doing this. I'm sick of things, coming out like that, or I'm sick of it always going that way, and I don't want it to be like that anymore. So I'm going to put an end to it. I'm sick of it. I'm betraying them, or they're betraying me, or I'm betraying myself, and I don't want to continue this cycle. So whatever it is, you're done because it hasn't been working, and we need to make changes so that we don't feel like we're standing in our own way as well. So the Death card next to that is saying that your love life is going to be in this awkward phase where there's this messy sort of feeling of transitioning. And I say awkward to describe the feeling, but that's not how you feel. You're using that to your advantage. You're transitioning. You're in this messy space, and therefore you don't need to be clean cut about how you approach this. There's no rules. You're just trying your best, doing what you can to get through life and enjoy love in the way that you want to enjoy love. So with this happening, we look at an ending and a new beginning happening at the same time. That's what this is. That transition feeling can be like, I've got a new opportunity in front of me, but I'm still processing the end of something else. Now, take it as it resonates. It could mean that you're out here trying to start new chapters in your love life, and the past chapter is still wide open and unresolved, but you're not letting it get in the way. That's what I love about seeing Jupiter here and Temperance here. It's not going to actually affect your chance to experience good feelings in your love life. It's not going to stand in the way of your perceived happiness, and it's not going to stop you from seeking expansion in your love life. Even though there's this transition of something, a previous chapter being wide open, I do see with the Matriarch of Pipes, this is our Queen of Wands, you end the month feeling very empowered by your choices, empowered by your energy that you're in, the confidence that you have, the attention that you're getting either from a partner or from love interests if you're unattached. And you're also just showing up as a confident, attractive, magnetic person. So a lot of feelings of this was the right thing to do by the end of the month. I needed to put an end to this cycle. I needed to get out of my own way, but I also needed to call it for what it was, end it, so that I could immediately feel better. And your love life is something that you're using to help you trust a feeling that's been there for a while in August. In August, you're addressing it, but let's be honest, sweet soul, your intuition was telling you that it was time. You were seeing signs of the time for a while, and August is the month where you get to make it happen. That's why it kind of feels a little rushed, a little impatient, because you seem to be wanting to get back out there or really put yourself out there or seize an opportunity while it's out there. But that's just the energy you're in. It makes sense with what has happened and how you recover. This is the best way for you to do it. And August has a lot of fiery energy with Leo starting us off in the month. And then it comes into more of Virgo's sort of earth grounded energy. And that's where we see you come into yourself by the end of the month. You start the month feeling like I need to do something to make my romance, my love life better. You do it and it feels a little like, oof, what am I doing? I don't know. I'm just going to figure it out as I go. I'm doing the best that I can. By the end of the month, I'm glad I did that. I needed to do that. So that's what I'm seeing with your love life. Let's have a look now at your money. So money, I have it defined in the description box below with waxing crescent moon here, reversed no less. How did I manage to do that? Crazy. It does feel like your finances are taking an unexpected turn where you are trying to evaluate how much further to take something that you've just started doing with your money, whether it was a budget or some sort of savings goal, some sort of job. The way that you spend money, make money, and invest money is being evaluated, and you're going, is there a better way to do this? Am I not getting the results that I wanted? And what can I do to change that? Should I do something to change that? Especially with the 11th house here, there's some big picture stuff happening in August that is really making you think outside the box about your future in ways that you couldn't have previously. It's all kind of coming together in August. Speaking of August, we have the Matriarch of Blades. Yeah, big picture stuff. Bird's eye view of your finances, analyzing the details, maybe even auditing yourself because you want to get your head around everything. The comings, the goings, what's working, what's not working, getting a realistic picture of your money in August and making some big decisions about your money in August as well. See, I wasn't sure if you were going to do it or not because sometimes this card is just about thinking, processing, seeing how it feels. But the Matriarch of Blades says, we're ready to make choices if we have to. We're not going to waste time, which is the energy that you're in. You're only delaying things that can be delayed. If you need to act, you're acting quickly in August. So what's happening with Cancer's finances? What else can you tell us about their money in August, Spirit? Okay. We have the Warrior of Blades reversed. What else can you tell us? We also have the Council Chief. And at the back of the deck is the Ace of Pipes, one pipe. So redistributing your energy. This does look like a restart. There was passion here, not anymore. We need to reconsider how we're investing our energy. We need to be a little bit more careful about how much money we're spending on things that aren't necessary, and we also need to be a little bit more careful about how we invest our energy when we make money. So you are calling yourself out financially in August. You're being honest, realistic, discerning, a decision maker, and ruthless. Like you're scouring through everything with this Matriarch of Blades. I love that this is you though. You're here showing up for yourself, doing this for yourself. And with the Warrior of Blades reversed, there is a feeling here of, why didn't I see this sooner? What the hell am I supposed to do now? So I do think that there are some surprises in August that are affecting your finances as well. And these surprises have you needing to, again, think outside the box, take a step back. You can't be hasty. You are ready to make choices quickly, but not foolish choices. We're not making foolish, impulsive, uneducated decisions about our money. And for that reason, with the Council Chief here, it is in the cards to consult a professional or get some sort of stable advice about your money, whether that's about how to spend it, how to earn it, how to invest it. it does feel like this energy here is very much a feeling of getting the right support or mentorship, not necessarily advice, but kind of like, see, this is a terrible way to talk about your money, but this is what's coming to mind. So forgive me, Mercury is in retrograde. Monkey see, monkey do is what's coming to mind. So it just feels like this council chief is very much you having a mentor, watching them and using them as an example or an inspiration or a role model that helps you make decisions with certainty, being well informed of the risks and a sense of responsibility. Like it really feels like a serious tone is here in your finances, Cancer. Not to take out all the fun, but there's a serious tone here in your finances. And I actually think that this could be really rewarding with the 11th house as an overall theme. This isn't about, again, taking all the fun out of your life. This is about your life. This is about your life. Money should be working for you, not the other way around. And whatever you've been doing, you're clearly in a position of being very intelligent, very experienced, and now's the time to use your experience, your intelligence, your discernment, your wisdom, your intuition, your instincts to really think about, well, what am I doing? How is money working for me? And what can I do to try to make sure that my energy isn't wasted and that I learn from things that are holding me back. So there is a feeling here of learning from mistakes, redirections, cancelled plans, and false starts, whether they're your own or other people. So that's what I'm seeing in your finances. Let's pivot over now to your lifestyle. Let's see what's going on with your lifestyle. We have Lilith here. And your lifestyle is really highlighting how you are making the most out of the time that you have with the people that you love, embracing sentimental moments, challenging, your routine and your usual habits to make the most out of the people around you and what you want to do. So with Lilith reverse, this is very personal. It's an internal thing of feeling a little bit guilty and even feeling shame as well, because it feels like there are people that you're seeing in August who you haven't seen in a while. And maybe you feel like, oh, I feel really bad that I didn't make the effort, that I didn't try. And instead of focusing on that, we're just enjoying that time together. Now, you are also overcoming personal shame and guilt that you have towards yourself for ways that you've been suppressing or oppressing yourself, your own needs, your own feelings, your own passions, your own interests, your own desires. So let's get some tarot out to get a better understanding of what this actually means for you. Spirit, what can Cancer expect in their lifestyle for the month of, what was I going to say, for the month of August? What can Cancer expect? The irony of getting this message right after that chat comment is too insane. Okay, we have Matriarch of Vessels reversed. What else can you tell us about Cancer's August month with their lifestyle again? So the Two of Pentacles is actually, I think, more of a Capricorn energy in certain tarot decks, but I really see the second house in the Two of Pentacles. It's that idea of your daily routine, having to juggle things in your immediate environment and just trying to have that balance in your short-term life and lifestyle. So very similar themes coming out. One more card. What can Cancer expect? We have the Nine of Cups, the Wish card. At the back of the deck is another 2, which is interesting. We see the Two of Cups, which is about union, compromise, seeing eye to eye, being able to meet each other halfway. So we're looking at your platonic connections being a big part of your lifestyle in the month of August. Your friends and your family, being able to be on the same page as those important people in your life is very much your agenda in August. You want to make sure that you and somebody you care about in a platonic way are able to support each other, be there for each other, listen to each other, create safe spaces for each other to communicate how you feel, and also to be able to share things that don't necessarily require solutions, but again, just require a safe space to be able to vent. I really feel a sentimental pull in August, and you are feeling like every bit of your free time needs to go towards a specific loved one or a few key loved ones. And that's very Cancerian of you. Whatever your Cancer placement is, that nurturing, loving, almost motherly energy in that Cancer sign that you have is really coming through in August. And with Lilith reversed, like, I'm not going to feel guilty, embarrassed, or ashamed, and I don't want my loved ones to feel that way either. I'm creating safe spaces for them to show up as they are, to confide in me and to share their secrets with me. And same, likewise, there's a lot of bonding here, and you're getting to see sides of people that they don't show to other people. They don't show anybody else this side of them. You're getting to see it unfiltered, and you're feeling that as well. So with the Matriarch of Vessels reversed, this is our Queen of Cups reversed. Whatever's going on here, it's the type of connection that you have where you're not afraid to say how you feel even when you're upset. We're not pretending to be happy. We're not hiding our feelings. If we're feeling some type of way, if our intuition is telling us something, or if they said something that offends us, we're airing it out and we're expressing it. We're not, glossing over it and forgetting about it. And that's helping you address it for what it is. So your lifestyle in August starts with a niggling feeling in your intuition saying, this person needs my support, or this person needs me to reach out to them. Or you may be having dreams of them and then they reach out to you. And this is really about a feeling that isn't comfortable but needs to be expressed. And we have to share it. We have to get over it in a way that's natural and healthy without feeling shame and guilt for feeling it in the first place. So this is where a secret is being revealed, a feeling is being expressed, and we're having to receive it in a way where we're not shying away from it. It is what it is, just tell me, and I'll figure it out later. This is beautiful because you are a water sign. Why are people trying to lie about how they feel to you, especially people that you care about? You would rather know. You would rather just be able to put your finger on it because you can feel it anyway. Your intuition is telling you that something's wrong anyway. So to be able to address it is a huge relief for you, and it helps clear uncomfortable feelings while affirming what your intuition was telling you anyway. Now, who you love and how you love them has a big influence on how your free time starts and is spent in August. So a lot of your free time is going towards the people that you love and what they need of you in the beginning of August, which transitions into you having to figure out how to balance your time with this Kashina juggler. Now, like we said with the second house, you are leaving certain things up in the air, but you also have other responsibilities that you need to handle Your career was taking an interesting turn with your money in this reading, and your love life was also taking an interesting turn. So any free time in your lifestyle is very precious and needs to be spent carefully. So you're weighing all of that up throughout August. A big theme is you trying to prioritize things, reprioritize things, and also try to fit in time for yourself. Because how can you be here for everybody else if you can't even, you know what I mean? There are people who you spend time with in August who truly enrich and recharge you. And that's why with the wish card here, there's no regrets. Even if you are very busy, booked and busy, visiting people, spending time with people, creating moments of support for people, you're not going to finish August feeling too tired. You're going to be thinking to yourself, I am so happy. I feel so at peace with who I am, with how I've spent my time this month. I'm so grateful that I was able to balance out everything. And I feel so happy that I had time to catch up with that person and really talk to them, get to the bottom of it, and also vent in my own way and connect. And now look at me, like I'm just so happy that my life is on track. So really a self-fulfilling feeling here in your lifestyle. And it does help you feel like your larger community of platonic connections, friends, family, for example, are truly like there. Those people are a part of your future and what helps get you through August in those busy moments. You would drop anything for them for a reason, and there's no regrets here. So you are busy though. You're very busy. So take care of yourself where you can and use that energy of love to gratify and recharge you and replenish you and enjoy those moments that feel like a wish come true because you have the right people with you. So that's what I'm seeing. I don't know if that was as exciting as you were hoping that it would be, Cancer, but that's what's happening in August. I feel like that's not the worst thing in the world. It feels like you've got a lot of love around you. You've got some beautiful ideas, some exciting ideas being planted for your future. And there's just so much love. So it feels like a beautiful way to end our August predictions readings as well. So thank you so much for your energy, your time, and your support. As we part ways, I wish you prosperity, abundance, happiness, health, wealth, success, and joy on your journey ahead. Look after your beautiful selves, Cancer, please. And until we meet again, bye.